countertop, radio low never stops. Morning sun through lace curtains, teaching time how to soften. Grandma's apron strings tie the world to me. Every night was love I didn't have to see. Apron folded in a drawer, kitchen quieter than before. Still I swear I feel her near when I tie mine standing here. Funny how the smallest thread can pull you home instead. I tucked twice when days fell long. She'd hum half a gospel song. Didn't know what safe could be till those strings were holding me. Grandma's apron strings wiped my tears in hands, taught me how to face the world by how she'd stand. If I ever lose my way or forget how kindness claims, I remember who I am by those worn out strings. Those grandma's apron strings never let me go. Even now they're guiding me more than they'll ever know. Naught comes loose, love still brings. Home feels like strings. Wooden table, evening light, pages thin but holding tight. Names and dates and faded ink, saying more than words can think. Dust on the family Bible don't mean the faith is gone. It just shows the years have passed since some hearts moved on. I brush it off with careful hands, like I'm touching promised land. Read the lines I used to skip, finding truth in fellowship. Funny how the words still wait, patient as our faith. Mama read by lamplight glow, Daddy bowed his head real low. I didn't know what grace could be, just knew it felt like family. Dust on the family Bible, settled in like time. Every prayer we whispered soft still knows its rhyme. If I ever lose my way or doubt what I was taught, I'll turn back to those worn pages and find the family Bible ain't neglected's proof of a faith that lived through living and still holds truth. Lamp burns low, pages stay, faith still breathes this way. Rusty hum in the break of dawn, diesel dreams and a baseball cap. Every field had a melody, Grandpa sang it on that old tractor. That machine's parked by the barn, tire low but the paint's still proud. I hear his tune in the engine knob when the world gets too loud. Grandpa's tractor song rolled slow but strong, taught me work ain't just for pay, it's how you love all day. Sun up sweat on an open field, grease-stained hands, a crooked grin. Tap time on the steering wheel, like the land was listening. Didn't know I was learning life, one furrow at a time. Grandpa's tractor song, simple, no but long. Every mile it rolled along, carried right from wrong. If I ever forget where I stand, or why I still believe, I follow tire tracks through the dust, back to what he gave to me. If I ever forget where I stand, or why I still believe, I'll follow tire tracks through the dust, back to what he gave to me. Needle sands and lamplight low, scraps of years laid row by row. Every tear, every smile, folded in to last a while. A quilt stitched with memories, pulled up to my chin. Every patch a chapter I'm living in is thinner now along the seam. Colors soft like old-time dreams. Still it keeps the cold away in that faithful, quiet way. Funny how the worn-out threads hold the strongest ends. Sunday dresses, workday jeans, baby blankets, teenage schemes. She'd hum low while stitching tight, teaching love by candlelight. A quilt stitched with memories, never once complained. Took the weight of every year and stayed the same. If I ever feel the chill or wonder where I've been, I wrap myself in yesterday and start again. Stitched with memories, ain't cloth that's time, sewn together by the hands that shaped my life. The light goes dim, seams still gleam, warmth remembers me. Wooden table, evening light, pages thin, but hold 'em tight. Names and dates and faded ink, saying more than words can think. Dust on the family Bible don't mean the faith is gone. It just shows the years have passed since some hearts moved on. I brush it off, flip, careful hands, like I'm touching promised land. Read the lines I used to skip, finding truth in fellowship. Funny how the words still wait, patient as our fate. Mama read by lamplight glow, Daddy bowed his head real low. I didn't know what grace could be, just knew it felt like family. Dust on the family Bible settled in like time. Every prayer we whispered soft still knows it's right. If I ever lose my way or doubt what I was taught, I'll turn back to those worn pages and find the love they call. If I ever lose my way or doubt what I was taught, I'll turn back to those worn pages and find the love love they call. There, the dust on the family Bible ain't neglect, it's proof of a faith that lived through living and still holds true. Lamp burns low, pages stay, face still breathes this way. Yellowed smile, corners bent, light caught still in 79, slid between a prayer and amen. A Polaroid, Sunday sun through stained glass blue. I don't kneel the way I used to, but I open up that book again, and there you are. Funny how the holiest things don't say a thing. A Polaroid in the Bible pages, smiling back, prove that love once lived right here in between the cracks. Church steps after morning rain, lace dress, daddy's hand. Someone said, hold still a sec, and froze that day. A Polaroid in the Bible pages, time can't fade, it keeps the faith in ordinary days safe. If I ever lose my way or doubt what's true, I find that picture tucked away, and I remember you. Soft, the light turns low, picture stays wherever I go. Pine trees sway, afternoon thins, wind hums soft between the limbs, Before I see him, I already know the whistle through the pines. Grandpa's whistle through the pines, never hurried, never loud. Carry more than just a tune, carry where we're bound. Trails grown over, boots are new, but that sound still cuts me through. I stop and listen, half my mind walking back in time. Funny how a breath of air shows you care. Hands in pockets, easy stride, sun at his back, world outside, he'd whistle low, let worries go, teach me things he'd never say. Grandpa's whistle through the pines marked the close of day. Let us know the work was done and it's okay to stay. If I ever lose my way or talk too much too fast, I listen for that simple tune that still knows how to last. That whistle through the pines of his, life's quiet inside me. Reminds me strength don't need a shout, just honesty. Wind moves on, pines still sway, whistle stays this way. Note that never quite comes out, dust and time and quiet doubt. It's been years since anyone played that old tune Papa used to say, still leans crooked, bent and frayed up there. Funny how a broken thing still knows how to sing. Broken harmonica on the shelf still hums a song I hear myself. Every bend and breath it felt ain't gone. Porch nights, one lamp lit, slow blues drifting through the grid. He closes his eyes, lean into it like prayer. That broken harmonica on the shelf taught me more than words could tell, how to lose and still stay held by sound. Maybe it don't play so clean, but neither do most memories. Cracks let all the truth come free somehow. One soft breath, one bent note, broken harmonica on the shelf, keeps the past inside itself. Proof a song don't need to be whole to help. I don't touch it, it still plays. Rusty hum in the break of dawn, diesel dreams and a baseball cap. Every field had a melody, Grandpa sang it on that old tractor. And that machine's parked by the barn, tires low but the paint's still proud. I hear his tune in the engine knock when the world gets too loud. Grandpa's tractor song rolled slow but strong, taught me work ain't just for pay, it's how you love all day. Sun of sweat on an open field, grease-stained hands, a crooked grin. He tapped time on the steering wheel like the land was listening. Didn't know I was learning life, one furrow at a time. Grandpa's tractor song, simple notes but long. Every mile it rolled along, carried right from wrong. If I ever forget where I stand or why I still believe, I'll follow tire tracks through the dust back to what he gave to me. Shake it once, then let it be. Tiny town inside of me. White flakes learn to drift and stay, a snow globe memory. Shelf collects another year, dust and light replace the cheer. I turn it slow, the room feels small. Winter finds me again. Funny how the quiet shape makes time wait. A snow globe memory, shaking free. Every piece of yesterday falling back to me. Christmas lights in Grandma's den, radio hums, it's snowing then. I'd hold the world in both my hands, watch it settle. That snow globe memory, clear and slow, teaching me the prettiest things don't last but glow. If I could keep it spinning on silence came. I'd let the snow fall one more time without a name. This snow globe memory breaks and heals. Even when the flakes are gone, the feeling's real. Set it down, let winter rest. World goes still inside my chest. Dust kicks up with every throw. Sun hangs high, we let it go. No lines drawn, but we all knew. Ball games in the empty lot. Parking lines and painted signs took the place of goalposts wide. I slow down where we used to run, hear the echoes, everyone. Funny how an open space holds a face. Ball games in the empty lot, played till daylight quit. Winners change, but not the rules. We never counted it. Rusty fences, borrowed gloves, made up teams and trash talk love. We'd argue calls and let them slide, just to keep the game alive. Ball games in the empty lot, scraped up knees and pride, taught us how to lose and laugh and let it ride. If I ever missed the sound of nothing planned or owned, I remember how that empty lot made us feel at home. Ain't gone, they just grew into every risk I ever took and saw it through. Those ball games in the empty lot ain't gone, they just grew, getting echoes. Morning rain on red clay ground, barefoot tracks go weaving round. Sun comes up, dries what it can, leaves a mark on every man. Footprints in the red clay, don't wash clean away. Every step I ever took still knows my name. Road looks paved where dirt once ran, same old hill, a different plan. I slowed down where I used to race, let the past set my pace. Funny how the ground still sees who we're trying to be. We'd run hard till our legs were sore, leave our prints by the creek bank shore. Didn't know the earth would keep every promise made in a leap. Footprints in the red clay, side by side and crossed. Every fall, every stand shows what it cost. If I ever doubt the road or wonder where I've been, I look down at where I started and remember when. If I ever doubt the road or wonder where I've been, I look down at where I started and remember when. Those footprints in the red clay ain't stuck in yesterday. They're the map that leads me home when I've lost my way. Rain moves on, earth stays red, steps fade slow but led. Turned up soil, evening chill, fence posts lean by their will. Names we spoke, then laid aside, where the roots and silence hide. Buried by the fence row, no one looks around. Some things don't need a marker to stay in the ground. I walk the line where weeds still grow, count the steps from long ago. Don't say much, just let it be. Ground remembers more than me. Funny how the dirt still knows what the heart won't show. Daddy said some things don't last, dug that hole and turned his back. I was young, I didn't ask, just learned how silence acts. Buried by the fence row with prayers we never said. Some truths live their whole damn lives between the living and the dead. If the plow ever hits that spot and brings it all to light, I hope the the sun knows how to hold what we buried out of sight. Just a chapter laid to rest on the far side of the line. Wind goes still, crows don't sound, fence row keeps the ground. Crickets hum in a tired key. Hay dust floats where the shadows lean. Night slows down, holds his breath before the stories all get said. Lantern light on the barn wall flickers big, then fades to small. Every sway, every fall shows me where I came from. I stand here longer than I planned. Same old boards, different hands. Runs fast beyond this gate, but this globe still knows my name. Funny how a simple flame can make the night feel safe. Grandpa's laugh, a coffee cup, by the door, sleeves rolled up, counting stars, lying back, learning quiet in the dark. Lantern light on the barn wall keeps a ghost from feeling cold. Every truth I couldn't say still hangs here in the glow. When the wind starts talking low and doubt comes creeping in, I borrow that old steady flame to find myself again. That lantern light on the barn wall don't burn bright but burns long. Teaches me the dark ain't wrong when you know where you belong. Wick burns down, night moves on, but the light stays strong. count to 10, don't turn around. Straw in hair, boots on ground. Holding breath till voices break. Hide and seek in the hay balers. Barn feels bigger when it's quiet. Dust don't laugh the way it did. I step slow where we once ran, still here ready or not. Funny how the waiting part hits the heart. Hide and seek in the hay bale. Sun slipping low. Winning wasn't being found. It was not going home. Footsteps close, I'd bite my grin. Hey, it chaunt my shins and skin. We'd switch sides, bend the rules, just to stretch the afternoon. Hide and seek in the hay bale. Hearts beating loud. Learn how quiet can be brave in a world of sound. If I ever miss the kid who didn't rush the day, I remember hiding just long enough to want to stay. Those hide and seek hay bale days still call me slow, saying some of life's best moments happen unseen, you know. Counting stops, laughter fades. Game lives on in hay. Just dancing in the light, wooden desks and borrowed time, names and dates on fading boards, felt like forever back before. Chalk dust memories on my hands and my head. Lessons more than numbers, all the ones I never read. Hallway echoes call my name. Lockers rust but feel the same. I pass that school on my way home, slow down more than I let on. Funny how smallest signs teach us the longest line. Missed the bus, erased mistakes, love notes folded in my book. Learn to laugh, learn to wait, learn more than the tests we took. Chalk dust memories smudge the years but stay. Every wrong and every right still grades me to this day. If I could raise my hand again and ask what matters most, I thank those days for teaching me what they never wrote. Chalk dust memories ain't clean, ain't clear, but they still outline the shape of how I ended up here. Bell rings once, then fades away, but the lesson stays. Cobweb corners, cedar smell, rusted latch that knows me well. Light slips through in broken lines, like these words out of time. Forgotten letters in the shed, never meant to disappear. Just waiting on a braver day to finally be heard. Read them slow, then read again. Ink still dark, but hearts grew thin. Names I was but never said, in the life I almost led. Funny how the truth can hide in plain sight all this time. Too heavy to let go, folded tight then set aside, promises I never tried. Forgotten letters in the shed, carried all I couldn't say. Every line I left unread still found its way. If I'd sent just one of them, would the road have been? Or are some truths meant to wait until they're memories instead? Though forgotten letters in the shed ain't regrets, just proof I loved deeper than I lived, and that was true. Door shut slow, dust is red, letters rest again. Rattling seats and dusty roads, laughter loud, nobody home. That yellow sound still follows me, echoes of the old school bus. I drive my kids past that same bend, same tall trees but thinner friends. They wave goodbye with sleepy eyes, and I swear I hear my younger self inside. The echoes of the old school bus carry dreams and trouble dust. Every mile we learn to trust who we were before we rushed. Backpack heavy, pockets light, bubble gum and paper fights. First crushed notes on folded lines. Last stop meant we still had time. Didn't know those noisy days were the quiet ones I craved. Echoes of the old school bus, every joke, every fuss. Now they live inside my head long after those roads are dead. If I could ride it one more mile, I'd sit back, shut my mouth and smile. Let the future wait its turn. Let those lessons take their time. Echoes of the old school bus didn't make us famous, just us. Still teach me here and now how to laugh and slow it down. Engine hums and fades away, but those echoes always stay. Dusty paws on splintered wood, quiet dreams where hay once stood. Barn cats and childhood dreams, lazy days and wide-eyed schemes. Everything was what it seemed back then. The barn leans left, the paint's worn thin. Cats are gone, but I walk in. Still feel small beneath that tent. Funny how a quiet place can still remember your face. Chasing tails in the afternoon, naming stars, inventing moons. Thought the world would come real soon for us. Those barn cats and childhood dreams taught my heart to wander free. Life was just a possibility back then. I wanted roads, I wanted more. Never thought I'd miss that floor. Cold dirt, warm hope, open door. Somehow one soft pearl, one deep wish. Barn cats and childhood dreams still curl up inside of me, reminding who I used to be when sun dips low on rusted beams. I smile and let it be. Hinges sigh in afternoon shade, roses lean, the latch half bent. Every sound comes back my way. By the garden gate, echoes by the garden gate. Call me home, words we left in open air, never gone. I don't knock like I once did. Time's taught me where to sit. I wait a second, hear my name in the quiet. Funny how the open space holds a face. Running through with muddy shoes, mama's laugh, the evening news. We swing that gate a little wide, let the day come in. Echoes by the garden gate, soft and true, teaching me the way back in. There's always you. If I ever doubt this place or where I've been, I lean into that creaking sound and hear us again. Those echoes by the garden gate still remain, hoping every year I've lived like yesterday. Gate swings once, then settles late. Echo stays by the gate.